a retired Major General in the United States Marine Corps. Our next speaker was appointed by Governor Ron DeSantis as Executive Director of the Florida Department of Veterans Affairs in 2021. An accomplished marksman throughout his 37 years of active duty and reserve service, he was the first Marine distinguished shooter to achieve general officer rank in over 60 years. He is also a member of American Legion Post 108 in Lutz, Florida. Please welcome the Executive Director of the Florida Department of Veterans Affairs, James S. Hammer Hartsell.
Got your back. Well, because this is Florida, here's what I can say. Thank you, God, for letting us be here safely. Thank you. That's why we call it the free state of Florida. Welcome to our free state. Yesterday, some of us got to listen to our governor, Ron DeSantis, our Lieutenant Governor, Jay Collins. The only state in the nation is Florida that has both a governor and lieutenant governor who are combat deployed veterans. The only state in the nation. We're blessed. We're blessed with that. So, Post 108, loud and proud. Appreciate you guys and gals being here. Our Department of Florida and the leadership we have that I get the opportunity to work with is the past national commander. You had Tim Shepard from Wyoming. I was a past national commander of NASDVA, and I don't sneeze when I say it, Tim. But I get to see all the different service organizations, the national VSOs. And in Florida, and what I've seen nationally, is American Legion represents two Ps. I'm a Marine, have to keep it simple, because I was a Lance Corporal before I was a two-star, all right? Patriotism and professionalism. That's the American Legion. When you ask me what I think of when I hear the word American Legion, I think of patriotism and professionalism. When you put those two things together, to me, that's Americanism. And that's who the American Legion is. That's why I'm honored to be a member. Right. So when I came in today, being a Marine General, they have a couple of handlers, all right? Handlers. I had a local commander from Post 108, making sure I got to where I was supposed to go. I had a state commander, an adjutant, who made sure I would go. Then I had the national guy, Cole Lyle, who's phenomenal, made sure I was going to the right place. They actually told me all three to go to the same place. Well done, American Legion. I'm responsible, accountable as the executive director. Every state, territory has different names, commissioner, director, secretary, but I'm the executive director of the Florida Department of Veterans Affairs, and I'm responsible and accountable for 1.4 million veterans, plus their families, and plus the survivors of veterans who live in our great state. That's my accountability. In Florida, we're #1 for veterans who are 65 and older of any state in the nation. Oh, we got a couple of them. Thank you, sir. And I talk loud so y'all can hear, because I can't hear. All right. We're #1 for the number of Vietnam-era veterans of any state in the nation. All right, thank you. And we're about to be #1 for women veterans. All right. Florida, I'm accountable for 170,000 women veterans. All right, so I take that very personal. Also, what I do with our state veteran service officers, we do a lot of work, and I actually have a little numbers here I was going to tell you about. We have 9 state veteran nursing homes. That's what we're accountable for, the most in the nation. We're getting #10 state veteran nursing home. It's going to go to Southwest Florida, the Naples-Collier County area. And that nursing home down there, the local community of Collier County, they raised the money to provide the cost of the state's cost share. Federal government pays 66% roughly for a new nursing home, veteran nursing home. The state pays, and the territory, if they get one, they pay 33%. Our state cost share was paid for by the people of Collier County. They personally raised $40 million to pay for that nursing home. Okay? Florida loves veterans. We have some very people that are proud. We also have 245,000 veterans that we serviced last year, 2024, with my state veteran service officers, 240,000 times that we helped a veteran, family, and a survivor. 44,000 new claims, brand new claims, never filed before. We did that to a tune of about $260 million in retroactive benefits that came into Florida. Why is that important? Because that's federal dollars that we earned, we deserve, and it's spent in the Florida economy. I keep them coming here. If you're a veteran, move to Florida. Right? And the reason I want to bring that up is because veterans, Florida is the most, everybody says they're most veteran friendly. I got it. Every state. I saw even Oregon in the back. I'm a Marine. I'm a recon Marine. All right, even see back there, California and other people. They claim to be the most veteran friendly, and they should be for our veterans and family survivors. But Florida, by fact, is the most veteran sought after state in the nation. We enjoy a huge immigration of veterans, okay? Huge immigration of veterans over the past 4 and 5 years. Why? Why do veterans want to bring their families and live in Florida? Because veterans understand and they respect crisis leadership. Think about it, crisis leadership. Hurricanes, pandemics, they look for someone who leads through to the other side. Mission accomplishment. Veterans like a safe community. They want their family to grow up in a safe community, a community that respects law and order, who respects first responders, respects them. That's what veterans are looking for. They're looking for a secure, someone who understands what a secure border is. Many of us in this room went overseas to places that did not have secure borders. And I lost battle brothers because of insecure borders in war. I never want that to happen here in America, my home, where my grandsons are. So veterans respect secure borders and the need for it. They respect parental rights. I want my sons and grandsons to be educated, not indoctrinated. It's simple, simple. It's not hard, really, okay? When you look at Florida and you're doing research, where do you want to go when you're coming off active duty, where you're going to move? They understand that Florida respects the American flag. We respect that flag in this state, okay? We also respect veterans. Just look on our website, floridavets.org. All right, for the Marines, I'll say it twice, floridavets.org, okay? I can do that because I'm a 37-year Marine. That's our website. Everything I'm talking about is on there. We respect the flag, veterans, but we really respect patriotism. I have a governor, a lieutenant governor, who deployed to combat. They understand what patriotism is and why we were so happy to come home to our families and our loved ones because of when we were sent overseas. And then you have the economy. Yeah, we have a great economy too, but that's kind of the last thing on the list of what veterans are looking for when they want to go somewhere. So I want to give you one example, and I'll be done, of Florida's patriotism, Americanism. Last year, 2024, our Florida legislature passed a law. It is now law. In Florida's schools, grades 6 through 12, so Marine math, that's ages 12 through 18, roughly, okay, middle school, high school people, grades 6 through 12, we passed a law that says not only do we have Veterans Day in Florida, but we have Veterans Month. The whole month of November is Veterans Month in our state, okay? And we teach 6th through 12th grade what that means. We teach them the qualities and the responsibilities of these following things. Patriotism. They're taught in school. What is patriotism? What is citizenship? That's what I learned when I was in Florida as a kid in the 60s, 70s. Citizenship. What is a Medal of Honor? What do you do to earn a Medal of Honor? That's taught in Florida's public schools to middle school and high school. We teach about the history of communism, just the history. What is it? And how that's a threat to democracy and a republic. Let them decide what they want to do, but we're telling the history of what it is. And then I think the most important, because I have 2 grandsons who are learning this in school now, we teach the history and the importance of Memorial Day and Veterans Day. Okay? Think about that. So I want my grandsons, I want schools, junior high, middle school, high school, I want them to understand, yes, Memorial Day is a wonderful time for barbecue. It's a wonderful time to get outside. It's a great sales time. But I want them to understand what the meaning of Memorial Day is and why they need to value that. Why? Because then they'll respect that flag more. They'll respect you when you wear your hat, your cover, more when you go into Publix or wherever you go. That's what I like. So I'm proud to be a Legionnaire. I'm proud to be in Florida, and I love what I do here, taking care of 1.4 million veterans, their families, and survivors. American Legion, stay strong. 2 Ps, stay patriotic, stay professional, because when you do wherever you go after you leave Florida, you're going to make your community better, which makes America better. Keep it going. Thank you, and Semper Fidelis, Marines.